Hi, it's Linda Jane Green, and I just wanted to hang out with you again for a little bit and say hi. I finished reading The E-Myth, and I did put a post out there for you so you could kind of get a recap of what that was about. I do think that it's a really good book for you to read if you're interested in finding out more about how to run a business and how to have a strategy to make it work so that you're having a routine and a system. The thing that's really on my heart today, though, is I was watching the Masked Singer. I really like the show, and I just found it on YouTube. I watched the reruns of it, and there was a rhino that was singing that had caught my interest, and here it turned out to be JoJo Siwa. Well, I didn't know who JoJo Siwa was, so I decided to look her up, and here she is, a 16-year-old girl who dances and sings, and she has been on the Lip Sync show. She's the host of that, and also she's been a dancer on Dance Moms, and I just was very curious about her and very interested, and so I just kept looking at the different YouTube videos she had posted, and she's on Facebook, and she's very colorful, big ponytail, big bows. And I'm just very intrigued with her because she is actually exemplifying what we are supposed to be learning with this attraction marketing and branding yourself. So I was wanting to share that with you and utilize her as an example because, well, she started dancing when she was around 3, and there's videos of her doing that. And then she wanted to get into the Dance Moms group, and the girls were so mean to her, and the teacher was mean to her, and they didn't really feel like she fit in or belonged or should be there. She was a guest for a while, and she just was very kind. She was very mature. At one point the dance teacher was yelling at her, and then she yelled at her to not cry, and she said, well, of course I'm going to cry because you're yelling at me. I mean, she's just very honest and upfront and bold, like, you know, truthful and honest and mature, and having a reality of how people are supposed to react and what is real and true. And I was just really amazed by her and her mother. At one point, the dance teacher, I think her name is Abby, she told her to get out of the room and go away, and took her name off the board, that she wasn't even invited to be a guest and she wasn't going to be invited to be part of the team, which is horrible, absolutely horrible, because that's what she's been working all of these years to do and be a part of. And the girls really were mean to her. At one interview, she was criticized because she couldn't pronounce her R's, and she had kind of like a little lisp, and she said she was homeschooled, but she never rebutted against them. She was never mean back to them, even though they were being horrible to her. She just kept being a bright, shining, happy, loving, colorful girl with a big ponytail and a big bow in her hair. Her mother, when her name was removed off the board and they went in a back room, her mother told her to go back out and apologize to Abby, and she was saying, well, why should I? You know, she was mean to me, and she said, well, because you're a bigger person than her. And it was so true, because then JoJo did go back out and she did apologize to Abby for not watching a movie that was a horror movie that was going to show her how to have different facial expressions for when she was dancing. And I think this occurred when she was 12. She's 16 now. And she's so famous. She's a host on the Lip Sync, and she has been touring, doing her own tours with singing and dancing. She's got music out where she's dancing and singing her songs. Boomerang is one of them that I can recall. And she still has the big ponytail and the big bow in her hair, and they've made a doll that replicates her. They have sold her bows at Claire's, and so she has merchandise now, and just absolutely amazing. But she's continuing to be kind and colorful and loving and positive, and telling girls and the youth they can be positive, they can be superheroes, Supergirl, strong. When she was in the Dance Moms group, Nickelodeon came through, and they were looking for somebody that would dance along with a young man that was going to sing. I think his name was Maddie. and they asked the girls to audition and to sing and to I'm saying a lot. And I noticed that in one of the other videos. It was like, I'm saying way too much. Sorry. I'll try not to do that. But there it went. So they were asking the girls, don't do a lot of tricks and stunts, and don't try to be, you know, like doing your normal dance routines. Just interpret the music and interpret the song and dance for that. She was the one that worked the hardest and followed what they asked her to do. So she was selected, so she was hired by Nickelodeon, then she was hired by Lip Sync, and she's got her own brand, and that was what I was really wanting to point out, was because in this attraction marketing that I'm a part of, they want me to have my name on the top of the Facebook page. So it says Linda Jane Green at the top of the Facebook page. Well, if you've been around, you know that when I first started this, I had called myself Celebrating Life. And I thought, well, it's going to be all about entrepreneurs and celebrating life and high-fiving small businesses. But as I was taking the classes and going further into the teachings from this affiliate marketing I'm a part of, they were saying, no, you need to erase that and you need to go and get your own banner. I have to be the face of the page, and my name, Linda Jane Green, needs to be the banner, the name of the company, the name, you know, that I'm branding. And I'm realizing now, as I'm seeing this JoJo Siwa, that it's really powerful, because whether she's doing Nickelodeon or whether she's doing Lip Sync, it's her that these kids are following, and she is the brand. So they have dolls that are her name on it, and bows with her name on it, and her merchandise, and her name is her brand. So I'm seeing the power behind that, and I'm also seeing the power behind connecting with people on video, because she is all the time making videos and talking to people and telling them what she's doing. Simple things like cleaning out her car, or how she puts her hair up in a ponytail, or how she puts her makeup on. She's connecting with her followers. So that's really been a powerful impact for me, because it seems like she's doing exactly everything that this class is teaching me to do, and she's like a forerunner example of it. She's worth $12 million. There's another dancer that was in the Dance Moms, and I think her name's Mackenzie, and she did Dance for Sia, in the song Chandelier, and she toured with Sia and was in other of her videos as the dancer, and she was very popular for that, and she made a name for herself for that. But she's not as personable, she's not as relatable, and she has not succeeded to the extent that JoJo Siwa has succeeded. Just amazing, the example that JoJo has put out there, not only for me as being an entrepreneur and branding myself and starting out brand new with this, but also for all of the young kids out there who are needing a positive hero who is colorful and loving life and enjoying life and having respect and kindness and integrity and honesty and truth. I mean, she's exemplifying everything that we would want our own children to exemplify, and she's kind of like leading the way for the rest of youth. So check out JoJo Siwa if you're wanting an example of how to brand yourself, how to make yourself known and put yourself out there. And if you're interested in the classes, let me know, because they will teach you step by step exactly what to do and how to do it to get to where you want to be with talking to people and making yourself known and selling your products and starting up your business online. But it was great hanging out with you. Thanks for spending some time with me, and I'll post this on my fan page, and I'll catch up with you again later, and have a gorgeous, great day. Bye bye.